I'm Trace,
And I'm Sam.
and we're switching names today, and this is from our perspective.
We goofed on you all.
You got fooled. You got punked.
You fall into one of the classic blunders.
Ha. What
We're
tricked
not
you?
actually switching names. This isn't our April Fool's episode. Wait, doesn't?
Yes, it does. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Everyone wipe that from your memory. Immediately wipe that.
We don't have any other ideas for an intro, so we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we're off to a classic start.
Classic Trace.
Oh, that's a classic Sam move right there.
We saw a movie. I'm just gonna jump into it.
We did stuff. We went and saw a movie together. Do you wanna introduce the movie we saw?
The movie was, pause for anticipation, Captain Marvel.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Was it everything you ever hoped for?
It was what I expected. Does that count?
It
Well, it was and it wasn't. Can I say that?
Okay. Here's my biggest Okay.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and say this. Politics of the actress aside, because there's all that controversy about what Brie Larson says.
Yeah, we're not even worrying about that. We're
not worrying about it. It doesn't affect me at all. Though her comments were directed towards people like Sam and I.
Well, let's not worry about that.
Yeah, let's just not worry.
Let's not worry about that.
Because I would like to practice what I preach. I always separate the art from the artist. So if Brie Larson says something,
why are we still talking about it?
Because I want to explain myself. So regardless of what she said, it doesn't change our opinion on the movie. The movie was okay.
It was okay. That's exactly what I expected it to be. It was absolutely passable. No, not passable.
It was passable. I
It was
will
on
say
par.
it was passable. I did enjoy myself.
I had a lot of fun.
Well, a lot of that fun didn't really have to do with the movie.
Yeah, so I guess we should just get into it. Was really weird.
Okay, wait.
Okay. All of Brie Larson's comments aside.
All of her comments aside. No. As the role, I thought she did the weakest in the acting department, in my opinion.
Of everyone, or just like of the more major characters?
Of the major characters.
Okay, I was gonna say that kid.
That little girl.
I don't want to pick on a kid. She did
little girl.
She did very good for a child actress. I will give her that. Hell, for a normal actress.
Yeah. And I've seen Brie Larson in other things, and she's a very good actor. It's just I don't know what they were going for with her character.
Well, the whole movie's confusing.
The whole movie is me and Sam. It was me, Sam, and your dad.
Yeah, my dad.
Good old Terry.
Yep, there's the name drop.
Name drop. Terry, that one was for you. It was us three, and we all went to see it. The whole time, and when I say this, I mean the whole movie, me and Sam constantly looked at each other and were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it was really, at first you're completely confused about what's happening at all. About what you're seeing. You're like, is this a flashback? Is this what's happening now? What is this movie?
Is anything real?
Am I real? Am I a real person watching a movie right now?
So
we were also 2 inches from the screen.
We were like in like the third row, like the bottom row where you know that the peasants sit. But it was kind of confusing, and I don't necessarily think it was because of like the jumpy story. Like that works in other circumstances, but in this one it just I said that she was probably my least favorite major actor in the movie. I don't think it was her fault. I think it had to do with the writing.
Yeah, it was
to me, this was one of the weaker scripts that we've gotten from a Marvel movie. And it's weird because with any with pretty much every Marvel movie, everyone always says that the writing is the best part. Like, it makes the movie. This one, for whatever reason, was just really weak, I thought.
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, the writing was okay, and her character was kind of weird with how it was written. It was.
I mean,
I don't feel like she. And it's not her fault. She didn't know how to read the lines because they didn't like. She had like funny comments, and that didn't seem appropriate for like her character.
Well, here's the thing:
she's kind of quippy.
Her life that she knows about, and this is
okay. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Her life that she knows. She has only known that she's an alien.
Yes.
She's never, to her knowledge, she's never been to Earth. She is not a human, or she's not an Earth human. I don't know what the fuck the aliens are. Some people are human, some people aren't. I don't know
sometimes
what the
they're blue, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're shapeshifters, and sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're Jude Law.
They're not going to paint Jude Law blue. That's like in a contract somewhere.
Here's my thing. All the Kree were blue except for him.
And
why?
Her. Well, but it makes sense why she's not blue, but maybe he's human.
Okay, so back to my point about her. So she, to her knowledge, she is not of Earth, but she has like this, and I guess it kind of makes sense because she is originally from Earth, and maybe that's how she just is. But she's just like very, like you said, quippy, and it doesn't. It's almost like they were trying to give her like the Tony Stark feel.
Yeah. And that didn't feel right for some reason.
It didn't work. It should have been more like... And the guys at Red Letter Media did a better job kind of portraying what I'm saying.
Don't leave. Stay. Don't go listen to their thing yet.
No, don't go... I will say, after you listen to this podcast and you like movies and like watching reviews, go watch Red Letter Media.
They are way better than us.
They're very good. But they said it best with the fact that they should have tried to go for more, because at certain points it was like almost a fish out of water story.
Yeah.
And then at other points it wasn't.
Well, that just is kind of like, that kind of just shows the confusion of the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then so there's her character that's confusing. There's kind of just like the plot is ridiculous all over the place. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't even trust Captain Marvel by the end of it. I was like, who is anybody? There was like a quintuple double cross.
Yeah,
kind of, but not really.
I get, and the motives and everything were never really explained. Do we want to go into spoilers or no?
Now entering spoilers.
Now entering
super
the next
spoilers.
level. So it turns out that Jude Law and the Kree are actually the bad guys all along.
What?
And it's just like, why?
Who would have guessed that?
And here's the other thing. You never know their motives.
Well, they're bad guys.
But they're, at the same time, they're
Trace, they're
not?
bad. They're bad guys.
But it to me, it doesn't.
All of their crimes were committed off screen.
It's just like weird. Like the whole time you think that the Skrull are evil, and they make you believe that because they attack people, kidnap, do all of this shit.
Yeah.
And then randomly, they're not. And
then,
green
like, out of nowhere.
Dude, ballsack face.
Yeah. Then he becomes
the good guy.
Comedic relief number 8. Like the 8th comedic relief character. That's the one he turns into.
Yeah, he does.
There's Sam Jackson. He's comedic relief.
Him. Sam Jackson is heavy comedic relief.
I think he did pretty good with it.
He was one of my. He did really well. He's.
We should have got a Nick Fury standalone movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need.
That would have been fun. where he chases down shapeshifters and kills them with a gun.
It would have been fun to watch a Captain Marvel movie from the perspective of someone else.
That would have been interesting. That could have been pretty neat if it was told neat, from his it's almost like he's like making a report about it, and then he's like, "Oh, and this is what happened," and then you wouldn't have it would all just be a flashback. That way, you wouldn't have any of the confusing bullshit of the actual Captain Marvel.
Because here's the thing: you don't really need to know her backstory.
No, she can fly through a spaceship and kill like so many people. That's all you really need to know. It's a confusing mess, but it's entertaining enough.
It's charming.
I wasn't bored.
I wasn't bored.
I was I was entertained trying to untangle this web.
Because it's just like curveball after curveball. Like, she's human, she's from Earth and everything, but then it's just like, and here's another curveball, and another curveball, and another curveball. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's bonkers.
Go see it if you want to. Yeah, you already know if you want to go see it.
Yeah, if you want to go see it, go see it. If not...
If you wanted to go see it, you've already seen it, so...
If not, I mean, I wouldn't really... It doesn't... Just look up the end credit scene, and you'll realize how she ties into Endgame.
She shows up.
She just shows up. She just shows up. That's
all you need to know. The
pager goes off, and she's just there.
And there she is.
Anyway.
And that's that. That's our thoughts.
That's that. This week, we have, I guess, another very interesting episode. Last week, we had our first guest. This week,
we're trying something new.
This week, I asked on our social medias for you all to give us topics. And surprisingly, within maybe 30 minutes of posting those posts, I started to get topics, and I've been getting topics through today.
Which is crazy. I didn't think anybody listened to this, Trace.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think anyone who commented or gave us topics does listen.
Well, that's fine.
But that's fine. I don't care.
I can still think they do.
Here's my thing. I'll tag them in these things, and
then you say you legally have to listen to this.
Yeah, I'll say you legally have to listen to this. No, I'll say we did your thing that you suggested. But anyway, so we have a couple of things. So this one doesn't necessarily have a specific topic. I know we typically do topics. This one's kind of like a good variety hour.
Variety.
So we're just gonna kind of jump in and talk about things, maybe bullshit some things, and maybe we'll get deep in some of them.
What's our first one, Trace?
Thanks, Sam. The first one comes from @PodAfterMidnight on Twitter. And it's kind of a two-parter, but neither of them really relate. Why doesn't Kentucky have an NHL team? That's part one. For those of you who don't know, NHL is the hockey league.
Thank you. I didn't know, actually.
Yeah. That's hockey. I know nothing about hockey. I maybe know like 3 teams.
All right, let's discuss what we know about hockey.
It's on ice, and skating is hard.
Yes, they have sticks.
They have big sticks. They have HE double hockey sticks.
They got goals and a puck.
Goals, a puck, and goalies in fist fights.
Now, I'm not positive, but I think you hit the puck into the goal.
Yes, I know very little about hockey, but I know that much.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Now, why doesn't Kentucky have an NHL team? So here's the thing. Kentucky is one of the 6 states that has no professional teams at all.
See, I didn't know that. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, you're learning a lot.
This is very informative.
What
an informative podcast.
Of the 2 of us, it sickens me to say that... It doesn't sicken me, but it's very terrible for all the sports fans out there to say, of the 2 of us, I'm the more sporty guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy, because neither of us are very sporty. Did you ever play sports at all?
I did. Okay. Does it even count if you play baseball when you're a kid? Everyone did that.
Does that. Even people even countries that don't really play baseball.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they have.
So yeah, I was there for that.
See, I played baseball, I played football, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
I also played volleyball. I played volleyball on the team.
I was on the academic team.
Fucking nerd.
Does that count?
No. But so we're one of the 6 states. There are 6 states that don't have a professional team, but our college teams are very well known. The 2 most important ones being, and this splits the fucking state down the middle.
Oh God, it really does. If you're not from Kentucky, you have no idea.
Well, there are other states that have the similar thing.
Well, yeah,
but Kentucky is very violent about Louisville versus the Kentucky college teams.
Don't pad that Louisville.
What do you mean?
You say it like a true blue Kentuckian.
Louisville. So it's between the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats. There have been riots in the streets over these teams.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy.
It's nuts. And then like the other team, those 2 specifically are football and basketball. They obviously have other other sports
We're
teams.
so cultured.
I'm so cultured. They obviously have other sports teams, like the soccer in Louisville is pretty well known. But those 2
a lot of this is new information to me.
Well, yeah, but it's just pretty much those 2. Now, we don't have any hockey teams at all. Neither of those schools have hockey teams that I know of. They might, but I don't think they do. In hockey,
I think it's affected. I think the reason is the latitude. Yeah,
could very well be. It could be it.
Because I guess the question is, does Florida have a hockey team?
Does Florida have? No, it doesn't. It's pretty much.
If Florida has a hockey team, then we should have a hockey.
It's pretty much just like northern states and Canada.
Yeah,
because
where there's plenty of ice.
Yeah. Where it's a lot of cold. So I guess the best way to say why Kentucky doesn't have an NHL team is
everything we just said.
I guess our location.
Yes.
We used to have a basketball team in the NBA.
I didn't know that.
The Kentucky Colonels, named after Colonel Sanders, I would imagine, because we only have one thing apparently. And that's KFC.
We have plenty of things. Kentucky Derby, horses.
Mint julep. I'm gonna drink a mint julep and watch the.
That's Kentucky not how we talk here.
We're all like Southern belles and Southern gentlemen.
It's not true. We're hillbillies.
We're hillbillies and city folk. All right.
What's our next one?
At Pod After Midnight also asks, this is part 2 that has nothing to do with the previous one. Why is abbreviation such a long word?
You'd think there'd be an abbreviation for abbreviation.
I feel like he took the time to give us a very nice question, and you just spit on him.
I did not. That was just a joke. With you. Now I just feel bad.
I'm fucking with you. All right. I feel like I've seen abbreviations for the word abbreviation. I feel like I've seen ABBR dot.
Really?
I feel like I have. Now, I couldn't tell you why abbreviation is such a long word. I have no idea. Maybe it's because of where Kentucky is on the map, but...
I don't know if that's true.
I was making it... Have you ever just like
what is happening today?
Have you ever just felt like while you're saying a joke, you feel that it's gonna bomb?
Yeah, I felt it just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, but it's too late to hit the ejector button, so you have to finish saying.
I mean, we could go back.
We could, but we're not going to. I couldn't tell you why abbreviation is such a long word, but I feel like I have seen abbreviations for the word abbreviation.
And I greatly appreciate your input. And I'm sorry I
I'm
made it.
Sorry I made fun of you.
I didn't make fun of him. Stop.
You did, you motherfucker.
I feel guilt so strongly.
Okay, so that's thank you at Pod After Midnight. Go check them out. And see what they're up to. They're another podcast. We also have a topic suggestion from Twitter at let me retry that.
Okay.
At Bicurian. And this is the topic GMOs.
Just the whole thing?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I
I don't really know much about GMOs.
GMOs, for those, I would imagine this is what this person is talking about. Genetically modified organisms.
Apparently, I know more about it than you do.
Well, I always think of food when I think of GMOs. So I always get confused on what the O means
Trace,
when I'm thinking of O.
Now, did you know that food comes from living things?
Wait, food is alive?
Yeah. Yeah, or was. Well, it was, at least. Well, sometimes it is still alive.
Yeah, it's nasty. That's nasty when it's still alive. You ever just bitten into a cow?
I have not. Have you?
No.
Let's move on.
I haven't. So let's talk a little bit about GMOs.
Okay.
Here's some pros and cons.
They're genetically modified.
That's a pro.
And you know what? They're organisms.
Okay, that's a con. No. So here are some pros of genetically modified foods.
Hold on, before we get started, can I just say, there couldn't be genetically modified non-organic things because they don't have genetics.
Yeah, I think that's why we only have GMOs.
Well, I'm saying that what's the point of this acronym? I get that it's to distinguish from just plain old organisms.
So if you're talking about them, you don't have to say genetically modified organisms each time.
Okay, well, let's just move on.
That's what acronyms are for, Sam. What if I were to get some sort of plastic surgery, would I technically be a GMO?
No.
Okay, this has turned very hostile.
You wouldn't be. Okay, unless you have genetically altering plastic surgery.
So, what? I feel like.
Do you know what GMOs are?
No, not really.
Okay, they've changed the genetic code to produce either like bigger fruits, to produce year-round things like that.
Imagine just like
they don't usually go for smaller.
Imagine if there was just like a dime-sized apple that was ripe. You just plop it in your mouth. Here's some. Let me learn something about these GMOs. So here are some pros of GMOs. Okay, wait. Let me side tangent a little bit more. So if there was a genetically modified non-organism, would the acronym change to GMNOs?
GMNOs. I guess so, but that would never happen because.
Now, GMNOs makes me think of a genetically modified nose. I'm really on top of it right now.
You are at the top of your game. It's all downhill from here.
It's all going to be downhill. Pros of GMOs. Scientists genetically engineer seeds for many reasons. For example, they sometimes make changes designed to increase a plant's resistance to insects, tolerance to herbicides, tolerance to heat, cold, or drought, and increase their top yield. God, it's already downhill.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They also give foods stronger colors, increase their shelf life, or eliminate seeds. Now, why would they need stronger colors?
So you want to buy them?
I feel like, I was about to...
Because who's going to buy
a brown apple?
Yeah, like a. You want like that bright, shiny red apple.
Oh yeah.
You don't want like the pale
green
red
ones.
apple.
Ugh. I hate green apples.
Well, you might want a green apple if you want a green apple.
Yeah, if you specifically do, but green apples are nasty and sour.
I don't think comparing a red apple to a green apple is really fair.
That's true. It's like comparing apples to apples.
I was literally saying about it.
Apples to apples. Potential. Now here's the thing. There are pros of GMOs, but there are only potential cons for GMOs. So that's a good thing. Allergies. Apparently, GMOs can increase allergies in children under 18. Antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria can resist antibiotics, making them hard to kill. Scientists often modify seeds using antibiotic-resistant genes. Yes?
Antibiotic-resistant? Does it... Okay, are we genetically modifying, like, diseases?
So it says scientists often modify...
Or am I worried that my tomato plant...
is going to get sick.
Is going to be resistant to my antibiotics.
I don't know what it's going for here.
I don't really know what it's saying.
Apparently GMOs can cause cancer as well.
Everything causes cancer, Trace.
That's true. How can you tell if you're buying a GMO? If it's food at a supermarket, it's probably a GMO.
I don't know.
Unless it's organic. If it says organic, it's not a GMO. If it's not organic, then it's most likely a GMO.
Is that you speculating, or is that on the website?
It's me speculating. I'm not going to read what they say because I don't care.
Because I don't care. What's our next one?
This comes from Twitter as well. This is our last one from Twitter. This comes from @IntrusivePod, our good friends from the Intrusive Thoughts podcast, Ben and Jay. They commented, "Fridge is..." Sorry, it's really funny.
Okay.
Thanks, Ben and Jay. Or Ben specifically, or Jay specifically. I don't know who asked this, but thank you so much.
Why are you taking so much time?
Fridge is short for refrigerator. But why is the D in there? Now, this is kind of a play on the abbreviation thing. It's not necessarily abbreviation, but it's a shortening of a word.
Okay.
I think
so. Are we going to scientifically try to figure this out?
Yeah, let's try to figure this one out. I think what they're implying is why shorten the word but add a letter? Because refrigerator doesn't have a D in it at all.
Doesn't have a D. Doesn't have the D.
Doesn't have the D. I'm not going to go there.
I'm sorry. I went there.
We're sorry.
There's that low-hanging fruit, and I just grabbed right a hold of it.
And I went along with you. You were Eve, I was Adam. You took the bite, and I was just like, I will too. But so they're saying, why add a letter to a shortening of a word? So refrigerator, like I said, doesn't have a D.
Okay.
But fridge does. Right smack dab in the middle.
Okay. Is frigid spelt with a D?
Frigid does have a D because the last sound that the word frigid makes is the D sound.
Okay, look here, smartass.
Frigid.
The part with... Okay, you know what?
Are you talking about the middle?
Yeah, the middle.
No, I think it's just FRIGID.
Okay, then I have no fucking idea why there's a D in there.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Don't grab that low-hanging fruit.
Oh, damn it. I almost went for it again. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can find an answer.
I guess I'll just sit here.
Yep, you just sit there. Why don't you make beautiful conversation to our listeners?
Ready? 1, 2, 3... Silence.
No, don't do silence. Make conversation. I keep looking up why does and the Google always Google always.
What are you, like an old person?
Yes, I am. Google always suggests. So I typed in why does. Google suggested again. Why does it hurt when I pee?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's your problem, Trace.
Oh, that's not.
You
What?
see, it usually pops up with things that you yourself have Googled recently. So that maybe you've asked that question.
I have. Oh fuck. Okay, this is apparently a long answer.
Jeez.
We better start out. We better start our story. No, no, no. I'm not starting the whole story at a millennia ago.
God.
Old English. It's Old English, basically.
Okay, Old English. There we go.
It's
so
saying,
it's their fault.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. You put the D in there.
Yeah, don't act like it's our fault.
Yeah, the monks could have kept the Saxon runes, South Saxon, shit like that. Old English. You motherfuckers.
It's their fault.
It's your fault. Last week they questioned us on our odd sayings. Yeah. You put the D in fridge.
You put the D in fridge.
I put the D in fridge. Welcome to my radio show.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm done with that.
Moving on.
Funny joke.
Thank you for the question.
For that, you motherfuckers. XXX. Love you boys. This
Next one.
These come from Facebook. This one comes from my mom, actually. I said, give us a topic. She wanted us to talk about habits.
Hobbits?
No, she wanted us to talk about habits, good or bad.
Okay.
I guess she's just wanting us to talk about habits in general.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you have any good or bad habits?
I chew my nails, and that's really gross, and I'm sorry.
That is nasty. You nasty mother.
Okay. Look here.
So sometimes...
Don't lecture me.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of like weird habits that I have. So okay, when I eat Smarties, I'll always sort them out by color before I eat them.
Okay. I didn't know you were crazy.
I always, and I'll make a little stack of them and then I'll eat them. Wait, am I thinking of... Yeah, Smarties. Okay.
I don't know.
So, do you have anything like that?
Like a weird, quirky thing that I do?
Well, yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I probably do. I just can't think of it.
Yeah, I mean, that one was hard to pull out of my head, but I finally found it. Habits can be good, I guess.
They can be bad.
They can be bad. I mean, like, a good habit to have is, like, showering every day.
Yeah, do you not do that?
Maybe, well, no, I'm just saying, like, in general. Maybe working out.
I don't have that one.
I don't have that one, sadly.
That's a habit I don't have.
Bad habits are bad, and, yep.
Here's some bad habits. Not showering and not working out.
Not showering every day and not working out. And we've just described 90% of people who go to Comic-Con.
Oh, shit. Those are our potential listeners. I hope you know that.
Those are us.
Those are us.
Those are us.
Okay.
I feel like we can take a jab at ourselves.
Yeah,
I feel like we could maybe in a later episode delve more into habits.
Yeah, maybe if I've thought about it a little bit more.
Yeah. But that is a very good topic, and
thank you.
Habits are an interesting thing to talk about. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
We're brothers, by the way. What? This comes from a good friend of ours on Facebook, Jarrett. Thanks, Jarrett. He wants us to talk about acting. And he goes on to like some other things that to do with acting, people that we've enjoyed working with, people you didn't care for, people that you think could really make a future in acting. Acting is a big part of both of our lives. We're both performers, and we really love theater. Or I hope I'm not speaking for you. I think you really love theater.
I like theater. It's a lot of fun.
It is so much fun. I think it's a good benefit for everyone. I did a school research paper on on the arts, both performing and visual, and the benefits that can give you. I won't delve into it, but art in general is a very fun way to express yourself and stuff like that, and it can help you build a sense of community. It's very beneficial to the human brain.
Yes.
But acting for us, so that's how me and you met. We met as in our theater department in high school. I was in middle school.
Yeah, you were a young prepubescent boy.
Boy. I was in 8th grade when we met.
Yeah.
And we didn't hit it off until going into my freshman year.
You say hit it off. That sounds...
We didn't start dating until I was 14. No, that's not bad. What I'm implying. We didn't really become friends until our third show summer. Together. Yeah, that summer.
Yeah, that'd be Gatsby.
So our first show together, and this was your first show acting as well as mine, right?
Yeah.
It was Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. But
I sat there with my script in a book.
Yeah, Sam played Charles Dickens, and he was.
I was the narrator.
He was a narrator, and he sat on stage pretty much the whole time.
And I was a lazy piece of shit.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking funny. I had a bunch of different smaller parts, and then we were both in The Wizard of Oz. You played the lion.
I did. That was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun. I was a bunch of little parts again.
I met our mutual friend Grant.
Yeah,
during that show because he had to help me change.
Yeah, he was the only costume boy.
He was the only guy in costume, so he had to help me get in and out of this lion suit.
Yeah,
which was a task.
So our mutual friend Grant, he was also in a couple of shows with us, but he started out as costumes. We have a lot of good friends through theater.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, I mean, I have my friend group that I was friends with that weren't theater kids, but all of my other friends are theater kids, which is a good group to have.
Yeah, you can meet a lot of nice people through theater. So go to your community theater and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Why not?
Coming from you specifically, because you do a lot of community theater. I would love to do that more. But yeah, and you like it a lot, right?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a lot of nice people.
But me and Sam,
and they're not like professional actors, so don't be intimidated by that. If you're not if you're new to it.
There in every theater, unless it is a professional theater, there are going to be really good people and some not so good people. I'm not speaking it for any theater. It's pretty much everyone. Our theater department, as much as I loved everyone that I met,
Trace was the weak link. We can say it.
I was the weakest link. Goodbye. I mean,
you've been voted off the island.
I haven't delved into my later roles. I've only listed the 2 shows where I was just like.
Well, why don't you tell me your favorite role?
Chorus. So the show that we really hit it off at and we became friends was
we started dating.
When we started dating when I was 14. The show that me and you became friends was my first summer show. I was going into high school, and we were doing The Great Gatsby.
Mm-hmm.
And I played the role of Tom Buchanan. For those of you who haven't read or seen The Great Gatsby, he's kind of the antagonist.
He's kind of a big deal.
He's kind of a big deal. He's kind of an antagonist. He's at the same, it depends on how you look at the book. Sometimes you could say that Gatsby's dream is the antagonist.
The way Trace will describe it is that he was the main character.
No. My ego's not that big.
Oh, I'm kidding.
But Sam played Wilson.
I did. I shot a guy.
You shot a guy.
In a show, not in real life. Don't come arrest me.
If there are any cold case murders out there and you're looking for someone who was shot, it was probably Sam.
Okay.
But yeah, we hit it off during that show, and we were in a couple of other shows together.
Pretty much the rest of until I graduated.
and I continued doing it. But there were other summer shows after you graduated that we were in together. And our most recent show that we've both done was we redid The Great Gatsby under the direction of. We started our own little community theater where we are.
It's truly.
Huh?
You directed partially with the help of.
Yeah, we had co-directors because it was a pretty big task and no one wanted to sit it on their own shoulders. But I did a lot of the acting direction.
Yeah.
And
we played the same parts.
We played the same parts, but we had a lot more fun doing it, I thought.
I did, yeah.
But yeah, so acting is a lot of fun. There have been a lot of friends.
What was your favorite part? You never said that.
Was
it Tom?
Yeah, it was Tom. My favorite part's been Tom because every time I do a show, I'm typically like the dad character or the grumpy guy who makes a turnaround to becoming like that lovable sweetheart at the end.
So is that your typecast? That's what you've been typecast
That's my typecast. Either a dad who's grumpy and becomes lovable, or just a guy who's grumpy. Like I played Daddy Warbucks in Annie.
Yeah.
George Banks in Mary Poppins, and then so those are the two dad roles where I become where I'm grumpy and turn around. And then I was also Shrek in Shrek the Musical.
Yeah, he's grumpy.
He is grumpy. Well. He's an ogre. He has layers though. I've made a lot of friends. There haven't been a lot of people that I haven't liked working with because Jarrett had a...
Oh, I didn't like working with Jarrett, so...
I hated Jarrett. Jarrett...
I'm kidding. We love you.
Jarrett was in my graduating class, and he didn't do theater until we
Let's say it again, The Great Gatsby.
Until The Great Gatsby. He played the part of Nick in our revamp. And me and him became a lot closer friends. That's how Sam met him. He's a good mutual friend of ours. So thanks, Jarrett, for that. If you're trying to get me to say that I enjoyed working with you, I did. You were a lot of fun. It was fun helping coach you along and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks, Jarrett, for that question or that topic.
Okay,
I guess.
So you're not going to politely ask me what my favorite role was?
Oh, what was your favorite role, Sam? I think I know what it is. That's why I wasn't even thinking about it.
But they don't know.
Well, I always forget that they
loved being Tevye. Tevye's the funnest part.
Fiddler on the Roof, for those
Fiddler on the Roof.
The Papa. But
the Papas.
Yeah, the Papa. Fiddler on the Roof was your last show.
Yes.
Main season show.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when me and you were like really, really good friends. Now, not so much.
Now, not so much. I can't hate your guts.
Now we hate each other's guts. But no, that was when we were really good friends, and we had just like barely started hanging out more and more right at the end.
Right at the end, yeah.
of your senior year. And if we hadn't have done that, we probably wouldn't have this podcast.
You wouldn't even be listening to this.
Yeah. But yeah.
You're welcome.
So that me and Sam owe a lot to the theater.
I really do.
Yeah, it's so.
It really helped me come out of my shell.
It did. I don't think Sam would ever.
I'm still very much in it, but
yeah, he is. It helps a lot though.
I am able to comfortably leave my shell when I choose to.
When you wish. All right. So thanks, Jarrett, for that. We're gonna hop over to our last two questions, which come from Instagram. This comes from @YeaterDeleter.
I love that.
This person says, you guys should talk about your daily routines. Now, my daily routine, to be honest, doesn't consist of much that changes. I'll go and then I'll let you go, Sam. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, depending on if I took a shower the previous night or not, I'll wake up and take a shower. If I took a shower right before I went to bed, then I won't worry about it. I'll wake up, I brush my teeth, and if it's Monday through Thursday, I'll get ready for work. Around 10:20, I'll leave for work. Work till 7, and come home. And then when I'm home, I don't really have a set schedule, like a set routine. It typically consists of if no one else is home, taking care of our dogs, maybe finding a little something to eat, watching TV or playing some games or something like that. And then when it's time to go to bed, around 10 or maybe 12, if I feel like staying a little up a little later, I'll go to bed and wake up the next morning. And that's pretty much my daily routine Monday through Thursday. And then it all
starts over again.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the only thing that really changes is on Thursday nights, which is when me and Sam record. Since I don't have work the next day, we'll stay up late and we'll record. It's technically Friday right now.
Very late today.
Yeah, it is. It is almost 4:00 in the a.m.
Yes.
But I took a big nap right before we started recording. Yeah. But yeah, so and then on the weekends I have really no set schedule. Sometimes I'll hang out with people.
He goes bananas.
I go bananas.
Sometimes he does arson. Sometimes he vandalizes.
Sometimes I murder. It's pretty much just I kind of do whatever I usually wait to like clean and stuff on weekends since I'm off. Hang out with friends, talk with Sam, and then either Saturday or Sunday, me and Sam will, with his brother and my cousin, will always have a little D&D session.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my routine.
Now you know Trace's entire life.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't do much else.
My routine. I wake up. I lay in bed for probably 30 minutes watching some random bullshit on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I get up. I have a bowl of cereal. I take a shower. And then it kind of goes wherever.
Yeah.
That's the only concrete routine I have, so.
Yeah, but sometimes you have school, sometimes you don't.
I know it's a really crazy routine, and that's really quirky of me that I wake up, eat a bowl of cereal in the morning, and shower.
Oof,
I know that's pretty crazy, but...
That's zany.
That's just me. That's how I do.
And then, you sometimes you do community theater shows, and you'll have rehearsals.
Yeah, I have online classes and stuff.
Online classes, school, stuff like that.
My schedule is much more all over the place.
Yeah.
When I wake up.
And then the same thing where Thursday nights we record, and sometime in the weekend we'll do D&D, or
any of the stuff that's if you line up our Venn diagram, the middle stuff that also happens.
Yeah. So yeah. That's pretty much our daily routines. Thank you. Thanks Yeeter Deleter on Instagram.
Tip of the hat to you.
Tip of my fedora.
M'lady.
M'lady. The last question we got is a very good question. It's a crazy one.
Crazy.
It's zany. This comes from a good dear friend of ours, Grant. And he asks, talk about... Now, I may be missing something. This may be like a meme. I don't know.
I hope not, because we're gonna be
bullshitting.
We're gonna be the butt of the joke.
Talk about anti-babies and the anti-universe.
I also hope this isn't some sort of like alt-right thing or something,
or racist, or just outrageous something that he commented as like a joke.
It's a joke. I would be so upset. Oh forewarning, we have no idea what this is.
We have no idea what this is.
We don't know. If it's something bad, we are so sorry.
If mentioning this at all is a horrible thing to talk about, we are sorry. But the only thing I could find on the internet about the anti-universe was mirror dimensions or parallel universes. Now, of course, everyone knows what a mirror dimension is. Am I right?
I mean, it's like common knowledge.
Do you know what a mirror dimension is?
No.
So a mirror dimension, this is a big topic in big plot device in Star Trek. It's like a parallel universe or like a mirror dimension where where it's almost exactly the same, but everyone else has
funny hats,
big funny hats. Derby hats. No, they're the opposite personality.
Oh, okay.
Where like everyone's like evil.
So I would be like an outgoing person.
No, well, it typically, like, especially in Star Trek, it's more of like they're everyone's evil type thing. Like,
so it'd be Spock. Like evil Salmon Trace.
Yeah, like where we have little curly Q mustaches and
that'd be great.
little bitty goatees right on
eye patch,
and we go, yeah, see. So I guess that's what he's going for. I don't know what Grant's going for with this question.
Now, here's my question.
Yeah?
What's an anti-baby?
Now, an anti-baby. Now, we could take this from a bunch of different angles.
Yeah.
Is an anti-baby just an old person?
That did not occur to me.
Is an anti-baby...
The like opposite of a baby?
Like a Benjamin Button thing, where it like pops like out
like an old baby?
But it's at the same time young? Was Benjamin Button an anti-baby?
It's hard to say.
These are the hard-hitting questions.
These are the hard questions.
That no other podcast is
that's right. Brave
willing
enough
to ask.
Brave enough to say.
Yeah.
Unless this is offensive.
Unless this is offensive. Are anti-babies just really large babies?
What is that? What is that?
Like 10 feet tall babies.
Now
because they're typically very small.
Scary. That'd be kind of scary.
Just imagine a baby sitting there, like 10 feet tall. It goes, wah.
Like Wario.
Wah, wah.
Wario.
Wah.
Anti-baby. I feel like I need to come up with one.
Yeah, now you need to come up with one. Is an anti-baby
an evil baby?
Now I was gonna say like Shadow Link.
Yeah, so they're like pitch black and have glowing red eyes.
Yeah, is that an anti-baby?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I like how I say that with absolute certainty.
I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it.
Isn't anti-baby just an evil baby? Like
isn't anti-baby an anti-vaxxer's baby?
Okay, because it's already on borrowed time.
Oh shit!
Dead baby jokes.
The biggest hit of 8th graders around the country.
Oh yeah, edgy little teenagers. Is an anti-baby a baby that's inside out?
Oh no.
Okay.
Here's the thought. Is an anti-baby everything that's not a baby?
Okay, so me and you are technically anti-babies.
This microphone, that's an anti-baby.
Anti-baby. My computer, anti-baby.
This TV over here, this little cube of dice. Anti-baby.
This lamp I have on my desk is actually a baby.
Let's stop.
It's a baby lamp.
Oh God.
Well, it's alive. It's like a live baby. But like I have a little cord that I pull, or I just tug on his ear and his head lights up.
That's really weird. I don't like that imagery.
It's kind of funny. I was going for like a cartoony type thing.
It just came across as
Despicable Me 1 where one of the minions like uses the other one as a glow stick.
I love those minions.
The minions are so funny. Am I right? Moms on Facebook everywhere. Okay. Well, that's all of our questions.
Thanks for the great question, Grant.
I guess I'll have to figure out. I guess I'll have to clarify with you what you were trying to ask.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll figure that out another time.
Maybe we can get back to you.
Maybe we could actually get back to you. Anyway, let's start wrapping this podcast up.
Yeah. What does that mean again? I forget.
What does that mean? That means that you do the last two segments because I led the topics.
Jeez. Okay. It's something happened today in history. Did you know that, Chase?
No, I didn't. I thought today was the creation of the universe.
Everything just popped into existence, just like this.
Isn't there a Vsauce video about that?
Yeah, there's like a theory about that or whatever.
Yeah, where
that's a whole nother can of worms.
That's a whole nother can of Okay, go ahead.
Today, March 18th.
Okay.
In 1965, the first person walked in space.
They moonwalked? 1965, Michael Jackson moonwalked for the first time?
No, Alexei Leonov.
So did the first spacewalk.
A cosmonaut. Yeah, a Russian cosmonaut.
Damn it.
Yeah, they beat it. Basically, they beat us to everything except the moon.
And
I guess that just meant we won.
Yeah,
I think we pulled like a switcheroo on them. We were like, we won. We got to the moon first, and they're like, but wait,
we did everything else first.
And then we're like,
you didn't get to the moon.
Didn't get to the moon, did you?
Whose flag is on the moon? That's right.
Not yours.
United States. Not yours, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's neat.
That is neat.
That's one of the more big news things we've actually had on here.
Yeah, that is actually like a very big event.
Give it up for Alexei Leonov.
Yeah, give it up for him. One true fact.
Yeah, very true.
No true
falseness
fact.
at all.
Do you have a true fact?
Yeah. He actually didn't wear a spacesuit.
Okay, he just went out there and froze.
No, he didn't die.
Oh,
well, not out there. He might be dead now. I don't know.
He probably is. He was,
let's check.
What, like 30, 40, and 65?
Yeah, well, okay, does it have a death date?
It doesn't have a death date.
Oh my god, could he listen?
Is he still alive?
Maybe he'll ask us a question.
Maybe he'll say, do you guys know what space is really like? Because I forgot. Is he still alive?
I'm working on it.
Okay, well, I'm stalling.
Okay, well, you tell your not fact.
Well, I want to see if he's still alive or not.
Oh my gosh, the tension. Born? I don't see.
A death
He's
date.
84. He's still alive.
Okay.
Hey.
See, now here's gonna be my very true fact. If he was dead, I was gonna say he was alive.
And now?
Now, I'm not gonna do the vice versa on that one because I've just spoiled it.
Oh.
The thing that no one wants to tell you about this first spacewalk is that when he got out there, he realized that outer space is actually like a thick jelly. That we can't tell that it's jelly, but it's like a liquid state.
I believe the term is space gravy.
Yeah, it's it's a big space gravy.
I believe it's called space gravy.
And that's why the moon is made of cheese.
Yes. Also, another fun fact.
Yeah.
Alexei Leonov, he's a Gemini.
Is that an actual fact?
That is an actual fact. He is Gemini.
That would be a very weird joke fact to come up with.
That would be. You're right.
Here, I've got another fun fact. Alexei Leonov is actually a Virgo.
He's not, though.
Oh, okay.
You're a Virgo.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Today...
It's a holiday.
It was a good one. Today's holiday, though.
You forget which one we're on now?
Yep.
Okay,
today's holiday. Sam's holiday corner.
Sam's holiday corner.
Please tell me you have a holiday.
Well, awkward moments, am I right? Because it's Awkward Moments Day.
You son of a bitch. You played me like a fiddle. That's a good one.
I got you.
That was a good one.
Acting.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, damn, you're really making me work to edit this later. But I'm going to leave that in.
It's Awkward Moments Day. So go around. Me personally, I'm just going to be myself.
Me
for
too.
Awkward Moments Day.
Me too.
I'll sit there quietly when maybe they've asked me a question and I don't really know quite how to answer.
Or you could do the thing where I do. Well, a lot of people do this, but I've pretty much patent pended this.
Yeah.
Where someone asks a question or someone says something and you don't really hear them because you're a little hard of hearing. And you ask them, what'd you say? And then they repeat themselves, but you still don't hear them.
You still don't quite catch it.
So you debate asking them again. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But then you just kind of smile and nod your head and hope that they didn't ask you anything. Or hope that nodding your head isn't like the wrong answer.
Yeah, they're like, my dog died today, and then you're
just like,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That would be an awkward moment.
Yeah, that would be an awkward moment. But anyway, go celebrate awkward moments.
Yeah,
be awkward.
Just be awkward.
Use this time to be awkward to your heart's content.
Actually, you know what? Here's a better way. Yeah. Use it as an excuse.
Okay, it's Awkward Moments Day.
There we go. Now I know what I'm doing.
Yep. All right.
Anyways, this has been our stupid podcast.
This has been our really dumb podcast that
nobody listens to.
Thank you all for listening to From Our Perspective.
Thank you for writing in.
Thank you all for writing in. If you all would like to write in more suggestions, we might be doing another episode like this where we do a bunch of viewer questions / topic ideas.
We'll stockpile them.
Yeah, maybe if you give us like one really good topic, it'll be like a main topic for us.
But if you give us like a bad one, I'm just kidding.
We'll make fun of you. We'll lampoon.
No, we love all your input.
Yeah, any topics are good. But if you'd like to listen to a bunch of our other episodes, we have them all over the place on Spotify and iTunes at From Our Perspective. We also have them on YouTube under Large Lads. Go check out our last episode. We had a fun time with Intrusive Thoughts podcast. Ben and Jay came over, our English boys. They came over and we had a blast. Go check out the episode that I did with them. But if you'd like to find us and follow us on social media, we are at FOP_pod on Instagram and Twitter. And we're also under Large Lads on Facebook. And we post a new video every Monday. We will see you next Monday. That's going to do it for us. I've been Trace.
And I've been Sam.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.